This is Matt from Pels. Today we're going to be going over the Massey Ferguson 1700 Series Economy tractors, which is represented by this one here. Next to it are the two premium models. In the Economy Series, there's three models in the lineup. There's the 1739, 38.5 engine horsepower, the 1734, which is 34 horsepower, and the 1726, which is 24 horsepower. Now let's move on to the operators area. Right side here we have our loader joystick, pedestal mounted off the subframe of the loader. Down here we have our engine RPM throttle. We've got our key switch with a detent position. You'll feel pressure against your finger when you're running the glow plugs in the cold weather or when it's a cold start. Down here we have our hydrostatic pedal. This tractor has the hydrostatic transmission. It's heel to toe, which you can see you can run either with your foot here, or you can have it sitting up here to go heel to toe, or you can even do a little cheater and hook your toe under and pull for reverse. We've got our parking brake and brake pedal right here. This is our brake pedal, and then our parking brake, you set it just by pushing down on the pedal and pulling up on the lever, and it sets it. Tap to release. As we come back here, we've got our 3-point lever to bring it up and down. And if we move over to the left-hand side, here in the center of the tractor, we've got the instrument gauge cluster. We've got an analog tach and a digital meter. Here we've got our light control. We've got high, low for our headlights, four-way flashers, and left and right for our blinkers. As we come down here, we have our clutch, which is what we're going to push to engage our transmission-driven PTO. Also, in any of the other three models of the Economy Series, you can also get the 9x3 transmission, typical age pattern style for shifting. Then as we come over here, we've got our flow control for our 3-point. You can adjust that to slow down how fast the arms go down. They're down by gravity, but you can slow down the oil flow out of them. We also have our differential lock right here to lock our rear two tires together. You push that down with your heel. This is going to be our four-wheel drive lever. When it's down, it's in four-wheel drive. When it's up, it's in two-wheel drive. Over here, we have our 3-range lever selector. And then, of course, back here, we have our favorite option, our cup holder for your favorite select beverage. Now let's move on to the engine compartment. On the left-hand side, we've got our steel fenders and our steel platform. Underneath of that, we have our easy-to-fill diesel fuel tank. And then, of course, steel hood. Gas-assisted strut to open it. We just pop the lever there. Come around to the front-hand side here. We can look at that. Everything is easy to get at. Our battery, our air filter, we've got our radiator. We've even got the radiator screen. There's a little wing nut you loosen up here, and you can pull out the radiator screen to clean it. Radiator overfill tank is right there also. So everything's pretty easy to get at on this unit. If we go around to the right-hand side, inside of the tractor, if we go ahead and close the hood, if we bring it down with the hood closed, you can actually get at your engine oil dipstick to check it without having to have the hood open. You've got your oil filter right here, your diesel fuel filter right here, and then you'd need a flex funnel, but if you had to top off any oil, you can actually get at it right here. Here on the pedestal-mounted loader joystick, right off the valve, you've got your quick disconnects when you're taking the loader off. The hoses are numbered, corresponding to the decal right here on the loader, so you can easily find where they go back onto the valve. When we look at the loader here, it's got the grease fittings inside of the loader pins. The pins are locked in place so they're not constantly turning and wearing out faster when you're running the loader up and down, which you'll see are on all of the pins. You also have skid steer disconnect on this loader, so anything a skid steer hooks to, this should be able to hook to. When you're getting ready to disconnect the loader, you're going to flip down the stands that are built into the loader and use the stands and the edge of the bucket to take pressure off the pin on each side of the tractor. Then you'll take out the pins, use the hydraulics to lift the red part out of the gray cradle. And then you'll back up slightly, shut off the tractor, take pressure off your lines, and disconnect them. At the rear of the tractor, we've got our standard Category 1 3-point hitch. The lower links on this are going to be fixed. You've got turnbuckles on the lower links to adjust them wider. You also have a turnbuckle to level the arms up and down. Back here we've got our standard 540 PTO shaft. You've got an adjustable drawbar. You can slide it in or have it out even a little farther. You've got a sight window right here to see your rear fluid level, and if you need to add some, you pop your cap right back here to add a little extra. You also, up above here, you have the adjustment for the seat suspension to adjust it for a heavier or lighter person. Then we come back here, you can see on this tractor we've got the R4 industrial tires. You have two other options. You can go with an ag tire, an R1, or you can go with a turf tire. Thanks for watching our video on the Massey Ferguson 1700 series economy compact tractors. Stop into Pels for more details. See our video on the 1700 premium series tractors.